Gary, you are noted for making compassion happen. How do you accomplish that from the C-suite level?
Thanks, Jocelyn. I think, well, thank you for the compliment, first of all. And I think it's important to never forget why you're in healthcare in the beginning. And that's really about taking care of people. And I think it's always been in my DNA to remember that and to make sure that I always have a direct line to the patients that we take care of. And so I've always made it an important part of my day to visit the folks that are in our care. And it's also a very big, important part of our conversation, our decisions that we make, and the evolution of the health system that I work for. I think that's really how I embed compassion in thinking about when I wake up in the morning, how can I do a better job of taking care of people?
Not everybody thinks that way, though, at your level.
Well, I would hope that they would, because they did sign up for healthcare. And no matter what role you play in healthcare, whether you're a administrator, a CEO, a neurosurgeon, or you're a patient access specialist or an IT specialist, your job is to take care of people and make it better for them, and you play a part. It doesn't matter, that if you see a patient in the 25, 30 years you work in a hospital or a health system, you absolutely play a part in the care that's provided to that patient.
How do you define compassionate care?
I think compassionate care really is all about meeting the patient where they're at. It's understanding their needs, it's understanding their wants, it's understanding the fact that they're in your care because they don't feel well and they want to feel better, and they're looking to you, they're looking to all of us to help them feel better. And many times understanding not only what the patient's needs are, but what their ecosystem, what their family thinks about, right? And it often goes beyond managing the patient's symptoms. It goes into managing the patient's fear, managing the patient's uncertainty, and also communicating with the family so they understand what the next step in that continuum of care is for the person.
It appears, Gary, that this is a conscious effort in your part.
It very much is. It very much is. Part of the reason why I'm in healthcare is because I signed up a long time ago to take care of people. And my role did not evolve into a clinical role. My role evolved into an administrative role. And I find it extremely important for me not to lose sight of that ever. And so it certainly is a conscious decision. And it's something I think about quite often. And I infuse in the meetings that I have with a variety of leaders on a daily basis to remind them why we do what we do, and to remind them that it starts from the top also. So if I care about people, then they're going to care about people as well. And that, I think, is the magic that we bring to the table when you're a compassionate healthcare leader.
What advice do you have for top healthcare leadership trying to model the mission of TPIU?
I think TPIU is a wonderful organization that is a reminder to everyone that it's all about compassion. It boils down to, again, meeting the patient where they're at, understanding their concerns, and understanding that it's more than just fixing their ailment. It's about taking care of the whole person, the holistic approach. So my recommendation to leaders like myself is don't lose sight of that. Even if you've never been a care provider in your career, understand why you've signed up for what you're doing. And ultimately, that's going to make you a better leader. It's going to make you a more successful leader. It's also going to make you a better person.
What challenges did you have as you put together the compassionate care that you wanted to provide your patients, your staff?
That's a good question. And you kind of mentioned it earlier that not everybody thinks that way, and that's true. There are situations where people become a little bit numb to the fact that they're in it for the betterment of taking care of patients. They get caught up in the daily grind of business, because healthcare is a business, a major business, and they get caught up in that. And my challenge, and still it today, is to continuously remind people that I understand that the business is difficult. Healthcare is a very difficult, multifactorial business to be in that changes every hour, it seems, and it's easy to lose sight of that. But my focus and my goal is to remind folks why they're in it, and to really channel their inner core as to why they signed that job application to get involved in the healthcare organization. And I'll tell you, the challenges are basically mitigated at that point, because they stop and think, and they say, oh yeah, I did at one point think that I should get into healthcare for a variety of reasons that are beyond myself, that are about taking care of people. And so it's just a simple question that really triggers their inner compassion towards people.
Gary Havican, thank you.
Thank you.